What I figured out is one of the hardest things about having a YouTube channel is when you have recorded a video, you go to edit it and realise you did it all wrong and you have to do it again. That's been me. So hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. And I hope you are enjoying following along with this series. I know it's been 3 weeks since I last updated, so really I should be updating week 6. Week 5, week 6 today maybe. And it isn't that I haven't recorded the videos, because I actually have. I've just been so busy that I've not been able to edit them. And so then I'm sitting down now to record a video and I'm going to edit it because it's weekend. And it's like, well, what's the point in recording those because the stats are old and all of that. So I'm like, right, we're going to delete those. Which means I made another decision. So instead of, when I record these, calling them week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, I'm going to name them episodes. So that way, anyone following along and watching them, it doesn't matter if there's a couple of weeks break in between because they're still getting the next episode. It's just for like now where I'm covering 2 to 3 weeks worth of what I've been doing, you're going to get it all rounded up, but it's going to be episode 3. So it'll still follow in a linear process on my channel, but it won't be week 1, week 2, and then there's like loads of weeks missing, and then week 3, if you know what I mean. It just feels a bit wrong to call it weeks because there's bits in the middle missing. So that's my thought plan going forward. And I know also calling it week something kind of puts me off a little bit, and it's probably just how I work because I have a very much achiever kind of personality of like hit this, hit this, hit this. And so if I miss something for whatever reason, then the whole thing goes out the window because I'm like, well, I can't really post week 3 because actually I'm on week 5 or 6 and I didn't manage to get round to posting those videos, did I? And you know, it's just this talk. So it's just kind of negating that side of my brain as well. So we're on episode 3 and probably about the 5th or the 6th week. If you haven't watched my other episodes before this one, basically I have 2 goals for this year. One is to increase my income in my career. I am an author. That is the thing that I do. I'm a working writer, whatever you want to call it. So one is to increase my income on that, and the other goal is to monetize my YouTube channel. And I actually have a video series for the process of both of those, and this one is my video series of talking about my YouTube channel, monetizing it, getting consistent with it. You see, it isn't really all about the money. It would be lovely to monetize it, and what I've always said is my goal for monetizing it is for it to at least pay for things like my Canva subscriptions and, you know, those little things that we have as creators. But it's not about the money, really. It's just giving myself a goal because I have this channel. I've had it a few years, but my consistency has been complete and utter rubbish. I have had periods where I've not posted a video in 3 months, and some of that is my own confidence. I watch other people's videos and think, well, mine aren't that good. Why would anybody watch me? Look at what they're doing. Look at what I'm putting out. And it kind of gets in this negative place in my brain. So the whole point of having the I want to monetize my channel and having a goal was so that I kind of not thinking about all that other stuff and mostly just, yes, I need to keep publishing videos. And I watch the YouTuber Ali Abdul, and he talks about if anyone comes to him that they've tried to make it on YouTube and feel they haven't made it, he will ask them how often they publish a video, what they're doing. And I can't remember what video it was, but he said, if you haven't published a video every week for 2 years, go away and come back to me when you've done that. And so it's with that idea that it's just consistency is the key. And we were at a YouTube event in Manchester 2-3 weeks ago and got to talk to some people, and literally anyone who's grown their channel, the thing they always tell you is consistency. So that is what this goal is about. It's about getting me consistent in something I love and trying to shut up that voice that tells me that I'm not good enough, that everybody else's stuff is better than mine. Because do you know what, if I was to go to a really popular YouTuber, for example, if I went to Ali Abdul's videos and reversed it and looked at his very first video, it probably is, I don't want to use the word, but you know, not as good as his videos now because it's all a learning process. And I know this from being a writer. I am an author. I write books. I've published 50 books now, and I know that book 50 is so much better than book 1, but I shouldn't judge book 1 from my perspective now, because who I was when I wrote book 1 is not the same person who wrote book 50. There is so much knowledge in that whole span of time, and I know this from that. So it's the same with this. As I publish videos and create them and I have my YouTube channel, I know that I will always improve unless something goes drastically wrong. So that's just been my thoughts, trying to shut up the part of my brain that drives me nuts, basically. So this past week, I actually haven't got my video up. I have recorded it. It is a video talking about writing complex characters, and the footage of it is about an hour long, so there's a lot of editing to do with that, and I just literally have not had the time to sit down and edit it this week, so I haven't put up that video, which is a bit annoying. However, the other 2 weeks I did put up a video. I put up a video on descriptions, writing better descriptions for writing and stuff, because most of my videos are to writers. It's about the craft, and then I have a video series talking about my journey to increase my income as an author. So my YouTube channel is aimed at writers. It's talking about craft, it's talking about publishing and the indie world and all that stuff. And then I have my series talking about increasing my author income, which is basically just my journey through learning adverts and stuff like that. And then I have my videos about my YouTube, because they all come into one world, which is mine. So yeah, so my video that I did the first week of these 3 weeks I'm talking about was on writing better descriptions in your fiction. So that was good. I enjoyed that video. The second one I recorded was a follow-up video to a previous video. So a couple of months ago I put a video up about how to dictate your novel, and I had said that I would create a video demonstrating how to dictate your novel. So that video the week before was about how to actually dictate your novel, and it was with demonstrations of me dictating, because I know from learning dictation myself, the knowing how to do it and the seeing someone else do it, two different things. I had such a nightmare with that video, so there was a lot of screen sharing with that and screen recording, and I've not really done much of that through my journey on YouTube. And I write under a couple of pen names, and the problem is some of the systems I use are registered under one pen name, and some of the systems I use are registered under the other pen name. I don't know why. When I've registered, it's just been the email that I've logged in on, so it was very annoying. And so when I went to edit it, all the accounts will say good morning, and then pen name, and then the other account would be good morning, blah blah blah. And I was like, ugh, so annoying. And so I went off and thought, it's okay, I'll just go and blur the name thing out. And so I investigated how to blur parts of your videos, if you want to blur personal information. And it was basically, you do a screen grab and blur that screen grab and then lay it over your video. And I did that, and I'm like, this is just too messy. And every time I watched the video, I was like, oh my god, there's another mention of my name, one of my pen names there. And I was just like, this is nuts. Do you know what? I'm just going to go and register for free accounts with all of these accounts under my name, so the name is consistent, and record that way, and then I don't have to worry about it, which is what I did. So re-recorded all of that video. And then I was editing it. It was like a disaster video, this. So I was editing it, and I don't know what I did. It came up with this thing saying cancel tasks, and I didn't even read it. I just clicked it, it cancelled tasks, and it removed all my video out of the media section on my video editing software. So then the entire video that I had edited was just these question marks, and I could not get it to link back up. So then I had to re-edit that video because I couldn't figure it. Luckily I didn't have to re-record it because it was just all on my memory card, but it was a pain. But I got those two videos up. But like I said, I need to edit this video on creating complex characters, just because there's so much footage. So also, like I said, I do watch other YouTubers, and I have been watching a couple of writers, and one of the things that I notice is that they have a lot of snazzy things in their videos, text coming across, it clicks to B-roll, stuff like that. And just the quality of their editing just looks and feels better than what I'm doing at the moment. And I know it's all a learning process. And I have been using iMovie to edit my videos, which is totally fine. It's a really easy program to use. But I was like, I want to step up my game, because with iMovie, if you want to put words on the screen, you can literally only put it in the spot that they say you can put it on. You kind of get a panel of title things you can click, and it's not very customizable. And it's been okay, but it's, been one of those things. So I'm like, I need to go and learn some proper software. So I have Skillshare. I signed up for it half price for the year. It's great. I love learning stuff because I am also a high learner. And I thought, I have Premiere Pro because I have the Adobe Creative Cloud. So with that comes Premiere Rush and Premiere Pro. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go and learn Premiere Pro and learn how to edit videos, because I am sure that will help me step up my game. So I had a look on Skillshare, and yep, there's a Premiere Pro course. It's got thousands of reviews on it. It's by a guy named Geordie. Apparently he's a big YouTuber. I don't know him, but I watched his video. And I've watched some of his videos and put into practice so far what he said. And the stuff he said has been very basic. And I was very, very happy with how easy it is actually to use Premiere Pro. It's one of those things where the whole interface looks really scary when you load it up, but when he was talking about it and showing you things, I'm like, this all makes sense. So I've only watched the basic things, but I've been putting it into action with my last video. I used it on my leveling up my author career is the other series of videos I've been making. So I used it on the last one of that, and I was very happy with the edit on that. So that was good. Like I said, it's all a learning process. The other thing is, it dawned on me that it's just been the end of August. We're in the beginning of September as I record this. And I know what the date is. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, I didn't know today's date. It was the realisation that it's September, and in November is this thing called National Novel Writing Month that I have partaken in for the last 20 years. And for the last 3 on my YouTube channel, I have always created this workbook. So National Novel Writing Month basically is you write 50,000 words in the month of November, and writers all around the world come together and take on this challenge. And it's really fun. But through that, we also have the month of October, which is lovingly called Preptober. And it's basically where all the authors get their work ready to start writing the book on November 1st. So, you know, they'll start developing their characters, their plot, settings, all of that stuff. And so for the last 3 years, I've created a Preptober workbook, which I have given out for free, walked people through it, you know, and just got excited for starting NaNoWriMo. And obviously it's September, which means I need to be doing that booklet now and getting my plans in place for my videos for October. And I was like, oh, hell, it's that time already. So I need to do that. I have sat down and written an editorial calendar, and then I managed to lose it, which is really annoying. So I need to find that and then record video. But the other thing is there's a whole controversy with the National Novel Writing Month thing. And there's 2 things. One, they put out a statement on AI, which is fine. I get what they were saying. I like AI. You know, there are so many useful tools, and I know lots of people don't. And it's totally fine. Two sides, but it seems to create an argument, like a really emotional argument between people. It's something I keep out of. I'm like, my opinion of is use AI, don't use AI. It's up to you. Just don't beat and hate on the people who do or don't use it. It's do what's best for you. And so there's that. The NaNoWriMo site put out this statement about AI, and it just seemed to trigger a lot of people. And then there's also something, I don't know anything about it really, about some member of the forum, I think he was a moderator, perhaps grooming young writers. It was an accusation. From what I have dug into, there's never actually been a clear and concise, yes, it happened, no, it didn't. Because we all know that accusations aren't necessarily true. But with something like grooming, you're like, it's, even if you don't know it's true, it's like one of those kind of things. So there's been a lot of people screenshotting them, deleting their NaNoWriMo account. You know, I've been here 15 years and I'm deleting my account, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to do that because I love the whole concept of NaNoWriMo. And what I also don't want to do is bring a load of hate to my channel, but then that also fights with the, I don't like jumping on to trends, whether they're hate trends or love trends. I don't like getting involved in drama of these things. Drama happens, I step away. I'm like, you deal with that. I'm just going to go off and be quiet and get on with my stuff. It's just the way, it's my own sanity. So I'm a little bit unsure. I don't want to hate on NaNoWriMo because I don't hate NaNoWriMo. I love the whole write 50,000 words in 1 month. It's a very focused month where everyone's writing. But I also don't want to bring a load of hate to my channel. So I'm not really sure what to do about it. Whether to call it all the NaNoWriMo stuff. I don't know. That's a decision I'm going to have to make, because that involves my channel on all the videos and stuff. And I know a lot of people in the community are still talking about doing the 50,000 words in November, just not joining the NaNoWriMo site, doing their own kind of thing. I'll have to think about it, but I still will probably have the videos. It's what to call them. Like I said, I just don't want to bring hate into my channel. I mean, that brings me to another problem. I have so many video ideas as well, not just for Nano, but in general. My problem, I was talking about this before, is consistency. And I really struggle with the consistency, and it's not because I don't have ideas. It's a time thing. But to record in my house is super hard just because there are young children around and they make a lot of noise. I also have a dog who woofs, so it's just hard, and I can't really record at night because children are all in bed. It's too noisy if I was to sit in my office. It's also dark, and I'm using my pajamas and hair's tied back and no makeup on and all that, so there's that. It's just been the summer holidays, so they've been home, so that's made it really hard to record. So it's just struggling for actually time and space to record that is actually my problem, and that's another thing I need to address. Now, they are at school now for the next 6 weeks until the next school holiday. So I need to kind of think about batch recording videos. I think that's the only way I can do it. You know, there's 6 weeks, so maybe I record 2 videos a week, but kind of I'm always behind on the editing. I don't know. We'll see. I've got lots of things I need to think about, but that's one of them, and just planning when I'm going to record. So I'm just going to share my screen with you and show you how it's been going for the stats, because that's, you know, what we're interested in, that's how I'm measuring it. So I'm just going to jump over to my MacBook, and you know what I realised as I'm recording this is I forgot my microphone, but never mind. So you're going to get camera quality sound. I'm very sorry. So we want the last week. So as you can see, I am now at 576 subscribers, which is 21 subscribers more than I had the last time I showed you. So I have gained 21 subscribers in the last 3 weeks, which doesn't feel like a lot, but it's also 7 subscribers a week, which is pretty good. And all my numbers are in the green, which is fantastic for the last 7 weeks. Now, to monetize my YouTube channel, I need to have 4,000 watch hours in a rolling year and 1,000 subscribers. So I'm going to change this to 365 days. And what you can see is all my numbers are in the green, even though these numbers have actually gone down if you've looked at my last things. But like I say, it's a rolling year, so some things have dropped off at the end here. But it's it's an 88% increase there. It's a 79% increase there, and subscribers, it's gone off the recorded screen, but that's a 55% increase. So I'm happy, and I've got 18,000 views for the last year, basically, which is amazing. And I've had 195 views in the last week, and I know I say these amazing, and these numbers are probably so tiny compared to others, but that's what I'm gonna try not to compare myself to others. But I'm happy it's growing, even though it looks like it's going down. But that is literally just because I've not put a video out this week, because I'm seeing that consistency is definitely key. 21 subscribers in the last 3 weeks, which is great. Super happy about that. Like I say, it's 7 subscribers a week it works out at, and I didn't put a video out last week, so I'm going to try and edit that video this week, get that up and work on my editorial calendar. But when I look at the stats, and the linear path height's going a little bit down at the moment, it's definitely is the consistency. When I am consistent, it's kind of creeps up that way. So that's what I'm going to try and work on. But I'm going to leave that update for you now, and hopefully, actually, if you just watch this, I managed to get it edited and up on my YouTube channel. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and come and comment and tell me about your own journey on YouTube, or even your own journey as a writer. I love to chat to other writers and chat to other YouTubers. But until then, I will see you in episode 4.